Madam Speaker,
the President of the United States.
Did you really think you were going to get the president? So I'm sorry, Don, that I'm not able to be at your retirement party. It's my wife's 25th college reunion, and I need to be there. But we have your stand-in here for our conversation, and perhaps you recognize this room as the place where you had closed session with the board. And first of all, I'm wearing this hat because I appreciate the way you took a chance on me back when I was just a principal, and way up in Saratoga, you brought me in and gave me that chance, and I really appreciate that. So I was thinking about some of the things that I learned from you, and so with the assistance of some props, we're going to go through a few of those. Okay? All right, Don? Okay, so Don Phillips, this is your retirement party. You may recognize this photo here. This is when we won the LSS Bowling Challenge, and we were here with Damon and Dan Lopez, and here you are in a women's toga. Wasn't that something? I think everybody should know that fact. And here we are with our sayings, and you have, I am Julius Caesar because I said so. That wasn't necessarily your leadership style, but for this particular day, it was. Another thing I learned from you, Don, is how to hit a backhand. As you know well, my forehand is my stronger side. But thanks to you, I've learned how to hit a backhand, and for that, I am grateful.
Do you mind flipping that up for me? I'll toss this stuff in so Maria Teresa can have this back.
Oh! I know there's something. This is not evil.
You're gonna get it, Kevin. You're gonna get it. You'll see.
Hi, Don. How are you? I heard that you're retiring, and things haven't been the same since you're gone. And you can see why.
Don, you should recognize this. This is the infamous tennis ball. It is the Palo Alto Unified School District organizational operating values, and you created that during your time here, and it's still something that we post on the wall here and we try to follow. So your legacy lives on in Palo Alto Unified. So the other thing I learned from you, Don, is that patriotism is good. I remember the board meeting where Mr. Cornwall came about the Pledge of Allegiance, and you handled him very, very well and with utmost respect, but you got a tremendous standing ovation from the audience, and it's the most applause I've ever seen at any board meeting in my whole career. It's well done, and that was the way you handled most tough issues. So Don, another thing I learned from you is the importance of respect and tolerance, and you always let people celebrate their diversity, no matter where they were from or who they were, and I learned that from you. All right, so Don, the other thing you taught me about, besides tolerance for people's different ethnicities, is tolerance for goofiness. So I can vividly remember my first year around Halloween wearing this exact same sumo outfit and walking around LSS and PSS and BSS. What fun that was. I really enjoyed that.
Do you mind flipping that up for me so I can...
Oh, good grief.
Thanks for taking me to lunch today, Bob.
I could go on and on about Kevin, but I'm not going to. The fact remains, Don chose to mentor him, and he's now a superintendent, and so Don gets either the credit or the blame for all that. That being said, I remember Don. I was with Don in Mountain View, Los Altos, and I came to Palo Alto Unified sometime after Don got here. He's a great superintendent. He's a person that's full of vision and is just a fantastic person, a really good person, somebody that is just a pleasure to work with. I know him and his wife Robin, and have met his two children, and I wish him all the success in the world. So, and is he willing to take Kevin?
So Don, another part about your career is that test scores rose the whole time there, and you were always concerned to make sure the kids were proficient in advance. You always made sure virtually every indicator of student success went up during your time. So even though it was lots of fun there was always a serious side, and that was doing the best we could for kids. So Don, one of the things that I'll remember most is that when I was sick in the hospital for a week with pulmonary emboli, you came and visited me and comforted Carrie and helped us through that tough time, and I'm really grateful for that. So the other thing I remember, Don, is how well you treated our family as we came into San Diego, and how well everybody in Poway did. I had 4 kids then. They all were in schools then, elementary, middle, and high school, and they all thrived in the great schools of Poway. And here's Connor's 2007, class of 2007, graduation gown, and for the education in Poway. I and all of our family are certainly most grateful. What would a talk from me be without some discussion of the most important contribution that I made to Poway, which was bowling. And bowling was something that you participated in. We had lots and lots of fun competing there. I can remember how when I was leaving you said, Skelly, your biggest legacy to Poway, and maybe the only thing you did actually was bowling. And you'll be glad to know that here in Palo Alto, I'm continuing the bowling, and we have the 25 Churchill Bowling Challenge here. My name, alas, without you on the team, has not been on the trophy. But there is another bowling coming up soon, and we're hoping to win. And so then, Don, what's your legacy to Poway? Well, it's certainly construction. All the wonderful facilities that have been redone. Every place in the district has had a makeover since you're there. I'm not sure that there's a district in the nation with as fine facilities as Poway has now. And you should be certainly proud of the work that you've done there, how you managed that, the bond program, the building program. And here in Palo Alto, I've tried to emulate many of the things that I learned from you about that work, and all the building facilities worthy of the promise and talents of students is certainly a legacy that you've left to Poway.
Kevin wants to see you. But do you mind flipping that up?
Rah!
I can't believe you guys keep falling for this. I really can't.
I'm like, what is this doing here?
Okay.
I'll do whatever I can.
Nobody asks. Nobody asks. Cannot believe this. Did you
Very
clean it out
good. Very
first?
good. I like
Okay,
it.
so this is all part of our tribute to Don Phillips.
Yes, Don, who hired me, made
Right.
me a principal at Fairmeadow Elementary School. So thank you very much, Don.
And then, Don, there's the issue of money. You presided over the district during some of its most difficult financial times. And I know the district wouldn't be the same had it not been for your leadership, your stewardship of the district's resources, your care, not only with the students, but the other most precious thing in the community, which is their financial resources. And I've learned so much from you about working with people, doing negotiations, doing interest-based bargaining. And I wish this were really a true ATM machine so I could send you some money to help Poway at this time. But alas, it isn't. It's like a lot of things here. They're just costumes. But I certainly learned a lot, and Poway certainly benefited from your fiscal stewardship. And so, Don, I'd like to just thank you for all your help over the years. You've been a fun person to play tennis with. You're a tremendous competitor. You're a good friend. You've been a wise counsel to me throughout my career. You've been such an inspiration for me in terms of how you look at issues, how you're willing to take things on. Your real commitment to the learning for all kids, for helping them achieve their dreams, for looking after a district, for keeping it the good ship Poway on the right path. And I think I've been very fortunate in life to have mentors, but I can't think of anybody in my professional career who's been so instrumental to me as you have. And for that, I'm enormously grateful, and I'll try to do that again for somebody else.